Oh no! 1 second. I know I'm quiet. I forgot something to do. And here we go. Good evening! Good evening, boys! Good evening. It is Saturday. Who do I see? Roll call. Welcome, Lacerto. Welcome, King Alpha. Welcome, Crumb. Welcome, Ivanu. Welcome, TSI. Welcome, Charity Johnson. Welcome, Black Shimmer. Long time no see, Black Shimmer. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Good evening. Happy Saturday. We are live. We are live. I am very much in live. And going. It is going. How's everyone doing? How we looking? How are we looking? Long time, been okay yourself? Yeah, I'm doing super good, Shimmer. Hope you're doing good as well. So, today, as last time, we're going to read. We're going to read a lot. I'm determined to get you to a good point today in the visual novel. Oh shit. Reading is fun. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. I just am checking the storefronts because I was like out of it this weekend. I saw there's like on Steam there's a Black Friday sale going on, but more important, on GOG.com they actually have a dedicated JRPG and a visual novel sale going on. So I would suggest you check that out. Since we are all about JRPGs and visual novels. Came across this, you might like to play, would tag you, but you closed your X account. Send me the link to the X account to the Kickstarter. I'll take a look. And there's some interesting games on here that are on sale. Death and Request 1 and 2 is on sale. Acclamation Mad Max Western. Holy shit, that sounds actually cool. How about I mention Neptunia? Neptunia Virtual Stars is on sale. Quite a bit on sale. Data Life is on sale. Deluxe edition. So yeah, check that out. I'll drop the link in the chat so you can get yourself maybe a nice a nice visual novel or something else. There's actually a lot going on here at the moment on GOG. And I can't find the promo in the browser. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't find them. Can't find it. Anyways, go to GOG.com. They have sale going on. Be an informed customer. Buy DRM free. Steam sale is kind of bust for me. In fact, most Black Friday sales haven't been great. Only good one was like I got was 2 figures for Tsukihime. Did anyone else get something nice? Because I'm still kind of looking. Oh, they have Undead Darlings on sale too. I can recommend Undead Darlings. there's quite a bunch of stuff here that is very interesting. So just check it out, yeah. Akiba's Trip. Akiba's Trip is also on my list that I play it because here on the channel because Akiba's Trip is fucking wild, man. You beat the clothes off of people. That's the goal in Akiba's Trip. Like you beat them until they lose their clothes, and the entire idea behind it is because they are vampires and afraid of sunlight. It is fucking batshit insane. Got a new gaming PC and an Acer monitor. Let's go! I played Akiba's Trip on PS3. Didn't like it back then. It is wild. I love it. The entire premise is just bonkers. Woo! Akiba's Trip is one of a kind. Again, I can also highly recommend Death End Request. That's on sale for like a few bucks. Especially the second part of Death End Request is really good. And also really wild because it's like there's an old clip floating around from me somewhere on the internet making fun of it. Yeah, there's actually a lot going on there. So Sovereign Syndicate is on sale, which I'm not too fond of, but some others might like it. My favorite visual novel is on sale. Trap Genesis. All the girls are traps, right? Too bad the OG races aren't on sale. They probably will go on sale eventually, but yeah. Oh, one of the games I review on the channel is on sale too, Demon Sword Incubus. But I wouldn't recommend that. Where are you seeing these offers? I mean, there are sales, but there's like no ads for them I can see. That's the issue with COG.com. They had like a dedicated sale that they called like JRPGs and visual novels. And that's the category I'm browsing right now, but I couldn't find the link anymore. So maybe they just took it down right now. I don't know. Or whatever, but yeah, that's the sale I'm doing. Relayer Advanced is also on sale. I highly recommend that one. It's a strategy visual novel with robots. And then we have Usonatsu, a summer romance bloomed from a lie. That one is also pretty good. They should also have maybe Docusei on sale. And I always tell you, if you can buy Docusei, buy it. It's one of the funniest visual novels I've ever read. Docusei is fantastic. If you get that for a good price, just don't think about it. Just get it and make Uncle Orko happy by reading it. It is so good. Docusei is so good. It looks like stuff. Oh yeah, and another one that is one for Ivano. Moero Chronicles. Moero Chronicles is fucking wild. If you haven't picked that one up, Ivano, you should. It's originally a PS Vita dungeon crawler that is absolutely fucking insane. I'll drop the link in directly also here. Look where it is. Moero Chronicles is fucking stupid. I played this once on Mixer, And the mods did like that. Like, the people, I think I have that one on the PS Vita. Wow, I'm not surprised you have that on the PS Vita. And I played that one on Mixer. And oh, Tokyo Clans Pool is on sale too. So yeah, this is actually a fucking great sale. Check that out if you are into that. There's also a lot of RPG Maker games, like Demon Roots I saw is on sale too. Demon Roots is great. If you haven't played Demon Roots, absolutely fantastic. Very well written and generally very highly regarded in terms of story. It's not as fucked up as Black Souls, but it's kind of there, you know? Yeah, and that's it. I'll think I'll browse a little bit more later. I think you're not here to listen to me yap about what you should play and what you shouldn't play. So I think we're going balls deep into Higurashi When They Cry. My game's deluxe edition is cheaper than the standard game right now. Here we go. Higurashi time! Start. Or continue. We need to continue, right? Yeah. I think we were at the point where he wanted to pull out Colonel Sanders. No, we were past that point, I think. I don't remember where we were. Something about Colonel Sanders and shit. We'll read it. I'll remember. Eventually. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I had agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Sanders out of the mountain of treasure from before. Okay, I remembered correctly. We still want to dig out Colonel Sanders. Mom, do we have work gloves? I need towels too. Aren't they in the shed out back? Towels are by the sink. Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared at me, stared quizzically. What's going on, Keiichi? Where are you headed to in that getup? If they come up to the dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, Rena will undoubtedly go after the Colonel Sanders in front of the fried chicken place in town. Then she can do that and can live with the consequences, I would presume. A bit of excavating. So my classmate doesn't become a criminal. Well, don't be out too late. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression still on her face. Mom's a total champ. Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. Of course you did. It's a photographer! Tomitake-sama! It was Tomitake-san, probably taking pictures of wild birds again with that precious camera of his. It couldn't be that. all. It couldn't be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight. Maybe he's a bit of a perv and a bit of a creep. He probably is both. He's probably a bit of a perv and probably a bit of a creep. I wouldn't be surprised by that at fucking all. Hey, long time no see. Keiichi-kun, right? My due regards. I expelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. By the way, was that girl an acquaintance of yours? He's probably talking about Reina. Guessing by the way Tomitake-san was shaken up. What was all that about? She was walking around with an axe. She was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Reina without a doubt. Reina is a fucking psycho. It was probably because she could take it home today, so she couldn't hide her excitement. I hit myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Yeah, Tomitake is back, creeping on the young boys. Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be roaming around with an axe. Tomitake's son's reaction was the epitome of logical. It's fine, it's fine. Just leave her be. She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Tomitake-san was alarmed for my crass response. Well, probably hard for normal people to understand Reina. I'll just toss a bunch of BS out there. Yeah, sure, you're making this not effectively worse at all, you cunt. If he were to be killed out there, he'd probably be the one to do it. Try not to snoop around too much around here. With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam side that where Reina was waiting. Before I go too far, Tomitake-san abruptly called me out. Keiichi-kun, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but... I'll try my best to be careful. And he's gone. Leaving only those words behind, Tomitake-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but it felt like I'd said something bad. You are not a very smart young gentleman. You're a bit of a crass asshole, to be honest. Keiichi-kun! I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today. I understood what Tobitake-san was trying to say. Somebody galvanizing about while waving an axe around certainly would seem dangerous. You should cover the axe with something when you're out in public. It's not good to carry it around out in the open like that. Seems that I lost it, so there isn't one. Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa probably already knew about Rina's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry an axe around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious. Ah well, let's finish this today. If we bust through the last beam, we should be able to pull him out. Got everything I need. Leave it to me. Okay! I took the axe from Rina and made my way up to the unstable slope. Just wait, Colonel Sanders. Keiichi-kun will save you! Alright, get back. I'll finish this in one go! With a solid thwack. A solid thwack ran through out Hinamizawa as if the job was being done by a lumberjack. How is it? Think you can't do it? If it looks too hard and you have to train yourself, I can break through this. I can break through this and we'll be good. I have plenty of power today. I can do it. But this adversary is more formidable than I expected. First of all, I'd never used an axe before. I mean, you just swing it. It's not that hard. Well, I guess it's hard for a teenager. During a school camping trip, I had wanted to split the wood. But I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was standing was so unstable, I soon became tired, decided to take a break. Oh no. Rena had already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I make sure Rena can give Colonel Sanders a good night kiss tonight. I wouldn't kiss. No. I would not kiss the Colonel Sanders statue that was below rubble over rubble over rubble and trash. No, sir. Yeah. Thanks. Giving Colonel Sanders a good night kiss, hi-oh. Come to think of it, Rena, you're a transfer student too, right? Where did you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I had thought she lived here all her life. In Kanto. It was as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside. Why did you move here? To Hinamizawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why did you move here? Does it have to do with your dad dad's work? Dad said he wanted to move out to a studio. He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountain like this would be perfect. Studio? Is your father an artist or something? He paints scenery. Seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makuhari Mess. What is the Makuhari Mess? I need to look that up. The Makuhari Mess. Let's go. Let's look the Makuhari Mess up. Oh, this is actually pretty interesting. Give me 1 second. I'll put it in English so we can take a look together real quick. So... there we go. It is an art museum, yeah. If you look... Not what I want. This is what I wanted. So, if you look at it, it's in near Chiba. And it is actually a designated... it actually uses the German word Messe. That's why I was a bit taken aback. It's like, is that German? And yeah, it's German. It's the Makuhari Messe. And Messe is fair. And it opened in 1989. And yeah, it is something like notable events. The first official Pokemon trading card game tournament was held here. Look at that. The first official tournament in Pokemon. So... interesting. Okay. I wanted to know this. Oh, the Kawaii Metal Band Baby Metal has played a number of concerts here. Nice! I love Baby Metal. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Very interesting, though. Okay, let's continue. But they are exhibited in the Makuhari Messe. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibition Hall. Now I have to look that up too. No, I won't. I was just, I think the Waterfront International Exhibition Hall is something similar. Just real quick. Ah, okay. That is in Belfast, apparently. Maybe it has a different name today. I don't know. They often get renamed. But yeah. Apparently that's a thing too. That's amazing! Let me see them next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked up myself while giving some vague answers. You transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle? Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyway. I was trying to get answers from Rena, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the axe and headed back to the worksite. Because of course you did, because you're a little slut. He's a little slut! A little slutteroo. He's slutting around. It's so true. The air grew cold as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Rena as I worked. But now I didn't have that luxury. Hooyah! Little... Damn it! I swung the axe countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. Remember that, right? Recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people ever. One last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I put behind the axe not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulders as well. The arm came off with a sickening sound. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew he'd fuck it up. I'm so not kidding. I knew this was gonna happen. It clattered down noisily, dropping at my feet. Well, there goes the statue. Ah. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Sorry. The figures, I broke it off. Oh, that's all? I thought Keiichi-kun hurt himself. He probably had a really guilty look on my face. Rena said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled. Yeah, bro cut Colonel Sanders' arm off. Because he is he. We just need to tape it back on and put a coat over him. Nobody will even notice. I see. Let's pull him out then. Can you get that side? Okay. Because he's a dumbass. That is also very true. Seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. I laughed Riley at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping around and rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Rena and Mio knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. You're pathetic, Keiichi Maibara. Alright, Rena. Let's do this in one go. Ready and... What? We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Wow, Colonel Sanders, he's really cute. It didn't matter what he was, that he was dirty. Renna nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was that tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it. I'll help you carry it back. It'd be bad if it gets dark. Yeah, right. I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this. Think real hard what you'll do to repay me, okay? What? I wonder what kind of repayment? I wonder? she wants the Keiichi dick as repayment. Ah! No, I don't know. For now, I just hope back my evil cackle. We were ready to take it to our house, but we couldn't go in like this. We rolled the statue up in the tarp and lifted him. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill, carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed axe. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomitake-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Is that meant to be a warning for outsiders like me? Is that meant to be a warning for outsiders like me? Something struck me. It's odd about the words Tomitake-san, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. Here's something that I, despite having a very crude sense of humor, will always advocate for. It is not the people. It is not somebody else's duty to get, quote unquote, your humor. You need to make sure that it comes off as a joke. If people don't get the joke, then it was probably not a good joke. But that happens if you joke around and if you try to get better at joking and making funny remarks. You'll probably need to get better at it at some point. Right? But that's just I'm probably the worst one to ask about this. Where was I? I was... When They Cry, Chapter 3, end. You have received new tips. What kind of name is Reina? Your new tips. Reina's not here. You know where she is, Keiichi? Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mion. Where did Reina go? Reina? Didn't she go to the bathroom? She did say that she's been having bowel troubles lately. I heard anything about that. Satoko, do you know where Reina went? Reina, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Reina has class duties today, so she's off water the flower bed. Ah, it's Reina's turn for class duty. That's very much appreciated. Reina, Reina, Reina. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to my mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it's a weird name. It was like some foreigner's name. What kind of name is Reina in, I wonder? What kind of country does her name use? Reina is her nickname. She has a proper name as well. What? Really? I was sure that Reina Ryugu was her full name. Well, I can't understand you making that mistake, since we only call her Reina. She even signs her name as Reina. Like her real name is in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Satoko and Rika-chan looked at each other. You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's the Ray from Ori and the Na from Nara. The real name is Reina Ryugu. Reina, is it? So it's read out as Reina instead of Reina. It's pretty interesting reading. No, that's not it. Reina is the correct way. Reina had told us that she wanted us to call her Reina. So we call her Reina. Hey, Chan. Reina is Reina, you know? Only strangers call her Reina. God fucking damn it. They couldn't have made it more complicated if they wanted to for me. You get where this is going. I understood what Mion was saying. Didn't matter what her real name was. Only that, only what names we used between us. Reina Ryugu is Reina. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it's good. So what do you want to be called? Unman. That was terrible. Reina then came back into the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Reina people were looking for her. What's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder? Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Violet Ryugu doth her show herself. Conman, you're quite sinister. Wahahaha. What is this? What is this? Keiichi couldn't meet each other, evil bailiffs. Conman. Hey, toilet, welcome. No, you're not dying on my watch. You're not dying on my watch, bro. You stay alive. I will not have you die here. Damn you, Rena no Soku Ryugu. Today doth be when thou meetest thy maker. Have at thee. Ah! Ah! Tsuki-san, Kaku-kan, show them what for. Aye, sir. I expect my fee to be paid to my Swiss bank account. Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll just have a grand battle with 5 people. Reina's fierce punches exploded in proper timing to take out the steel. The evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished. In the end. I do hope that Reina does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nagata-chu? My destination is decided where the cute stuff gathers. The toll of the bell signaled that the break time was over. Come on, Keiichi-kun, Michun. The teacher's coming. I took Reina's hands and stood up. It was just the teacher that entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Got to buckle down for one more. Okay, we have the tips. We save. End of chapter 4. Let's fucking go chapter 5. Ah, how was it, Kei-chan? So, when you went to Rena-san's house, wasn't it amazing? I'll be right back. Give me a second. Ovo, uvu. Uvu puvu. Cheers. First time I come in and he actually is right back. I feel called out. Yeah, I'm barking. Ah, how was it, Keiichi? So you went to Raisin's house? Wasn't that amazing? It's nothing like that, right? Right? Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. There. It was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. I'm not surprised at all because Reina has probably a hoarder syndrome to some extent. The rat emoji isn't moving. I just realized that. I need to see if I can fix that. The rat jam emoji needs to move. Otherwise, it's not the same. The girl screams attachment issues, yes. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders. Stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Little Licky. The Toad Dolmon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. I'll agree with you that those are cute. But why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one? But how so cute! Little Licky sounds like a rapper that gets arrested really yeah, you might be correct on that one. Is a bit too quick on that lick, huh? Next favorite artist. She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better, just as long as it's big. Dude, you come here too. I'm a big fan. So it's the bigger the better. As long as it's big. And her room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Richan are locked away in my basement. And cute kids like Richan are locked away in the basement? Yep, I'll keep anything. How cute. I can't wait for Reina to just flip her lid. I just can't wait. So she takes things she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended. Hey, Reina. You know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute how? I want it. She's gonna steal the Statue of Liberty. Describing Reina like she's Sherlock. They must probably come up with some countermeasures. Should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not so distant future. Yeah, this girl is not quite alright. In the heado. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Rika-chan had returned. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you... no fun being called into the staff room. Did you do something? How rude! Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiichi-san. Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee. The festival committee. Festival? The school cultural festival or something? Kei-chan, Kei-chan. I already told you. It's the village festival. Watanagashi. Oh, come on, to think of it. She did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So, what's this Watanagashi about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part where you set things adrift in a river is similar. Except we use cotton things like old worn out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service. The people living in Hinamizawa dumped their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? That doesn't sound healthy for the environment at all. These people are fucking weird. Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. It's in the water, pure concentrated mental illness. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Maybe they should just drop fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Cure them and sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I could smell them already. Damn, Keiichi's already going into goblin mode for Eden. It's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi's unimaginative capabilities would actually be. What? How could you tell I was thinking something silly? It was written all over your face. What sort of face could have expressed that I'd imagined just now? Rena demonstrated for me. I see. No argument there. It's nothing fun like that, you see? You should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come and get you today. I don't really feel like going to festivals useless. Unless someone asks me to. Hi, you nuts. Welcome. You nut. You nuts. You nut 69. Okay, I see what you did there. Rena hoping to have all her victims in one place. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. Oh yeah, Rena is... You won't get bored. They're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? And the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition. The Watanashi 4 demon firefight! Oh god. That sounds awful. What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name, though. I tried to object sharply, but since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless. It probably is pointless if Rena looks excited. Because she's just gonna tell you shut the fuck up. Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons. Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how does this funky sounding club activity tie into the festival? Oh ho ho ho! This is where you exhibit the skill you've nurtured through your daily club activities. Exactly! We show the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. But last year the mayor got angry. Holy shit, what did you guys do to make even the mayor fucking angry? We need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. Now basically we are doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Rika-chan really is the only one who explained things so they make sense. It is that level of stupid to all memes. But the 6-7 meme makes me want to walk into the sea. I see, so we'll be exhibiting one on those busy festival. Grounds. Reina was right. Of course, that would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. But it's going to be lots of fun! That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay. Our voices rang out in unison. And there's lots of people. Card games really are the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of the table games. Playing with the marked deck again. We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we are on equal footing. I wonder if that really is the... I wonder if that is really the case. I will have to inspect them. Well, that was fair. Be safe. Everyone check the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today I guess we play President. It's good for 5 people. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. Basic rules. Play a card better than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. Because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example, in my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes? No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with a 4. With 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I was confirming the familiar rules, the Toko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look more like an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President, and it's why, with a new deck, today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the new rules now, but that wasn't everything, was it? So, what shall today's panel be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting. So basically the loser has to draw his punishment out of a hat. Well, why not? Why not? Oh ho ho ho! I write down a nasty one. You have to draw and have Keiichi-san draw it. Of course, you little shit. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. Reina, like, yeah, be careful what you wish for. Just don't lose. Don't you know? This? Oh ho ho ho. Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody. And write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. Let's for... no penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. Rika-chan casually suggests, cause Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt. And it's so sneaky, Mion-san. She wrote no penalty in the corner of the slip. Folded. Is he just in case you lost? And grab the note with the folded corner. You'll be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too. Being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. Everyone, but don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to Reina's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Reina. Just don't lose. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard. So everyone has to pick the penalty I write. Reina was quite brutal, even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either. I agree with that. I'm very curious about what Reina's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Probably getting whipped with a sugar cane. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. I have confirmed that Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, let the battle begin. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Reina and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Reina genuinely couldn't make her mind up. But I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Don't underestimate the girls, bro. They're gonna fuck you up. Huh? Will this work? I play this 3 and I'm out. 9. Nobody 8, 7. I'm out. 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard the last one and I'm out. Ah! I missed my chance. Keiichi's still the no one franchise is part of at this point. Nope. The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today I could win. I think Mion is leading you on. Mion always has a backup, bro. Always. Now then. Mi-chan, pull out one of the slips, okay? Mion accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out a piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? Hi-oh! Reina was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Had the principal on the head. Oh no. Had the principal on the head. Oh, that is diabolical almost. Hey, wait. How is this bad? Keiichi-san, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it. Satoko yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're not. Holy fuck. The big one. The big one, not the other one. Holy fuck. What could it be? The prince. The principal is a martial arts master. He boasts about traveling around the world, perfecting his skills when he was younger. He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. Had that guy's head. As the club president, there's no way I can set a bad example by refusing it. Phew. Oh yeah. She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? Probably impossible. They say he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence. Oh shit, they talk a lot of shit about this guy. I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Kapow! A rumble shook the classroom. That's the principal's aerial opener. Oof, pow, whap, kaboom. Following the launch with a chap strong fields combo. He's even using meter. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping Pierce sounds like a multi-combo hit. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nothing I could do now except stay calm. Understood now why there were no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mio slumped back to us. Edit. Is that enough? The vocalizations looked like the localizer was having a sudden stroke. I feel like that these, if you are not into gamer lingo, would be hard to do. I mean, you could probably research it, what they were getting at, but yeah. Yeah, the localizer has probably a stroke. Is that good enough? Neon said before collapsing. She's alive at least. Now we can continue to game. Monster. To be fair, doing that from Japanese probably didn't help me. No, it didn't. I'm amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that. And now, the worst penalty is gone, right? Right? Rena tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours. Uh-oh. Mion is gonna kill everyone. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense. Ace 3, 4, 5, I'm out. I'm out as well. I'm out too. See, I'm out now. I lost. And the heavens chose to vanquish Reina. What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder? It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so, the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid. Ah, what is this? This one, what do I need to do? So basically it means that you have to use the same expressions as a maid? Hi-yo. Okay, master. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. Then Reina, Then Reina, can you shuffle the cards and deal? Yes, master. I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Reina? Yes, master. The eagerness to which I was goading Reina into addressing me as master was downright impressive. If I do say so myself. Hey, new kink unlocked. Oh yeah! I won't lose anymore, I'm out! I shan't lose either. I'm out. And with that, I'm out too. I can't believe it. Is it Reina's loss again? Reina again, what kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. No, this was conviction. Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. Oh, no. That's just indecent. Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize. Jesus Christ, Keiichi. That would be ignoble prize. Not good, not good. And what I was thinking about was written on my face. Oh god, fourth wall breaker. Hayo Mi-chan. Reina begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, nope, you won't get out easy. You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, Master Hayo. I'll undress. What? I looked around thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing, the sound of her skirt hitting the ground. Sent my heart racing. Is this fine? Is this fine, master? I looked away like a gentleman. But these club activities, they need to be ruthless after all. Oh, ha 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 ha. Keiichi-san, Keiichi-san, whatever you were expecting. Certainly we would not have her strap if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath. Satoko poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it. Not bad, Kei-chan. The old man never even thought you would go after her like that. You've got this wrong. I didn't write that one. Master didn't write this one. Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me to not feel anything. They are so fucking hard with him. Like, holy shit, Keiichi, how didn't you have caught on yet? They are like determined to make your life just fucking miserable right now. Not miserable, but they are fucking pretty hard with you. They are all in on this bit. All of them. Yuri, bro, like Yuri, but those are little girl. Doing this. There's no Yuri. What are you saying? It's like she still has her PE clothes on. It's fine. Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for her trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head. Calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win! Then I became a god. I, who already entered the domain of godhood. What would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business. I think they want you to pick those up. I'm 100% certain this game is rigged and they are all doing this to like fuck with him. How could my luck off the draw be so bad? The Toko lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister. Fine, Oni-chan. Yes! Pleasure of making the spread disgrace herself. This old man loses again. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a schoolgirl swimsuit. No! That's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get. Yes. Mion's despair was like sweet honey. Master, I lost again. When I lost, I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap. Hi-oh. In this outfit, master? Yeah. She's not wearing a skirt. So it's all bare legs. Oh, God. Oni-chan, you're too good, Sniffle. The Toko lost again, I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about you give me a shoulder massage? Fine, Oni-chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. Keiichi is actually dead. This is his brain giving out his final moments. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. I was laughing heartily as I rested my head on Reina, who was now my bloomer-clad maid. Satoko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit. Hi-oh, today's master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Please refrain from moving your head around so much. I began to think, why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams? But what is it, Keiichi? I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last. Keiichi's quite greedy. It's said you should know when enough is enough. You know that all too well. But how to say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died now. Master, please refrain from moving your head around. You say you wouldn't mind dying. Then that can be arranged. Rika-chan said in her usually calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. Go, Rika-chan, go, take him out. Defeat this archdevil of perversion. I might not be able to, but I'll beat him. Such stoicism from this little girl is always hidden away in Satoko's shadow. I would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that? 2, ace, 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 ace. 8, 8, 8, 8 reversal. Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The 4 of them have allied against me. That's it? You're making me laugh. That's good. Reversal, reversal. Ah! How could you do such a thing, me? Satoko let out a shriek. You simpletons! Using up all her cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards. He was defeated soon after. I lost. Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now I'll pick one out. Whoa, whoa. Her cat ears, a bell color in the tail. Even the penalties were as I wished. Of course. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker. Since I had no objections, I didn't ask. You're fucking stupid, you should ask. Because they are leading you on! Again! It's so transparent. Oh, this was... Oh, hi-oh. It felt like I had become Reina. This was definitely cute. Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? Hi-oh, I want to take her home. That wasn't me talking. That was actually Reina. Meow. Rina-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed, rings of smoke escaped from Rina's ears. Rings of smoke escaped from Rina's ears with an audible poof. Rika-chan must taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange. I see. I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her first into palm. If Reina must, she can take me home. After Reina-san's beats Keiichi-san, she can. They thought that Reina in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing to me was the same. Opposing God, I teach them their place. I'll be right back. I need to hit the bathroom. Oh, yeah. How preposterous. That Reina can't defeat me. For a moment, I didn't think. For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Reina's hands, like the machinations of a master magician. Yeah, fucking so hard with him, I say it again. In the middle of those flowing cards was Reina's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around. Shall we? Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry. My whole body already knew it. My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. Yeah. No play. Nothing to play, Kei-chan. Then with this, I'm out. Everyone cheered. I was spent. Phew, I've got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little. Now then, I'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it. Everybody peeked at it in unison. Gazes flicking between the text and my face. All day today, I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? He's so fucked. All. Huh? Every penalty up until now. What the heck? Keiichi-chan, should you not be speaking a little like a little brother? Yes, Oni-chan. Wow. This is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Keiichi-kun? I don't need the lap pillow. So, do that other one, okay? Yes, master. Ayo! Keiichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again, say it again. You please spare me, master. Rina passed out with a squeal, blood spraying from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. I told him they were leading him on. Next is this from the old man. I'm going to have you fan me. For a good long while, you know. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, I almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit. This is for girls. Can't I wear the one for boys? It was clearly written here. Wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see. Uh-oh. They fucked with him, and so hard. The Toko was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable if I did so say myself. But whose school swimsuit I'm going to wear? If I were wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right? This old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not in shape. So I think even Keiichi can fit into it. The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! Okay, Jan. They gotcha. My first thought, tight around the waist. My second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. The third thought, the crotch area was high. Oh. Keiichi-kun, bending forward. Cute, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ear spell and tail. Keiichi, when I look in the mirror, it's amazing, really. Probably the best if you look. The stern scientific calculating nature mixed with her fascination made Bjorn very scary. I would like to respectfully decline, Master. Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that. Oh ho 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 ho. Then, is this enough? I'll change and... Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left. In this getup, Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. He has to do the head. Oh no. Sir, excuse me. Yes, please come in. I stepped forward into the principal's office. My belt collar jingled adorable. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. He is so done. They let him on the entire time. He's going to be so fucked. So fucked. It is so exceedingly bad for him. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office. Though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student, without a doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty, robbing the principal. This is so stupid. Principal, I challenged you. I heard what sounded like a stazzing 3 times. His 3-gauge super. The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? What does it mean to be a man? A miserable little pile of secrets! And in a heartbeat. Ooh. That tremor sounded throughout the Hinamizawa twilight. Higurashi When They Cry. Reina was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together very pleased. Once again today it was just Mion and I going home. Man, that was intense. I didn't know Keiichi was so good at president. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die. But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too. Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. Yeah, when I was 16, I went into my principal's office in a totally perverted outfit. Oh, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. Was Tomitake-san. Felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. Oh. Tomitake-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. We should get around. Today we already have a different girl. It's not like that. Oh, no need to hide it. Important to get lots of experience when you're young. Because Tomitake-san let out such a crude laugh, Mio knew what he was talking about without even hearing his whispering. I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake is quite the catch himself, isn't he? No, that wasn't my intention. Sure, keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. Of course, Mion would know that. Mion knows everything. See ya. Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this loud quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomitake-san quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi? Yeah, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big award and come back, become famous. Spend all your best years on photography after all. I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to them before it gets dark. Tomitake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know, Tomitake-san. Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. It sounded like you meet him all the time. Tomitake-san comes around to Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2-3 times a year? He says he's taking pictures of seasonal scenery and wild birds, but well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. Tomitake-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that? Just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like that incident about the dismemberment. I love how they slowly catch on. Oh, you too? So you've got good instincts, Kei-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion? Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. Oh yeah. Felt like all the apprehension. It felt like all the apprehensions I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulder. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. Smelled like dusk. What is it, Kei-chan? Was just that. I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan? We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Reina is doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now. She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. Great! It'd be great if she's able to take her home. Probably not a good idea to let Reina take Rika home. Not sure why I get this feeling, but I get it. I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. The head petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with petting his head is Rika-chan after all. Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. I have received new tips. Community notice. We are greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I am pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. 1. Collecting bazaar goods. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition, holding a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management Makino. 2. Recruiting Lil Festival Drum Dance. The renowned Lil Festival Drum Dance group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society is taking last-minute participants. We are looking for any Showboat Elementary and Middle School. Management Kimiyoshi. 3. Taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you will be awarded with a refreshment stand ticket. Management Sonosaki. We are always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have any interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at. There's a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below. That line. All right. I'd say we save and go for the next chapter. A few days had passed since the incident. Yeah, we are making good headways. Not making good head. Jesus Christ. Just say we are making good head. No. No. Oh. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with the festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years and shifts of my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. What a chill night. Yeah, I love chill night. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5 Demon Firefight, and it was one of the biggest events in the club. Keiichi! Does the yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second? Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata. Nah, I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing. So I'll just go in my normal clothes. But this is a festival, wear it, okay? Rina and the others said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, I'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Reina and the others, so you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. From what it looks like, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while. Seems my dad writes for art magazines sometimes too. I've never read it though. Yeah, of course not, because they're not interested in what your dad does, seemingly. I wonder if my dad is really a famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. But he's able to feed a family of 3. My life isn't exactly full of hardships. It could be Dad. He's some master painter and I didn't even know about it. Keiichi-kun, are you home? Uh-oh, it was already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Oh my, it's Reina-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Ma'am, he also been looking out for... Why are you blushing from meeting my mother? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Rina. Since Rina would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Reina-chan, look! After Keiichi for me. Hi, oh yes, ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself. Then why don't you do it right now? Holy shit. Keiichi. She waved back even as I was dragging her away. Okay, Kei-chan. You hungry today? And take care of that at the stalls. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities will involve the stalls? Wouldn't have it any other way. Where is Rika-chan and Satoko? Are they already at the temple? Yep, Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all. Satoko-chan is probably with her as well. I see. Alright. Let's make some noise today. Uwu! Yeah. We were already in high spirits with just the three of us. It was more lively at the Furu Shrine than the last time I came. Far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls, lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There sure are lots of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinamizawa. Everybody attends the Watanagashi. Think about half the villages here. Not just that. Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise this event as well. That's right. That's right. There aren't that many students at our school. There are a lot of kids around here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all. That's true, I agree. Hello and good evening. These two knew everybody we came across. Of course I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Reina-chan, thanks for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. It was nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please. Hey, if it isn't Sonosaki Ochu-chan. I'm in charge of the stand again this year. So make sure you come to visit. Pops, have you gotten fatter? You'll end up having a heart attack with a gut like that. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members and an upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he could crush your stand in one night. You've got a little Mrs. Seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. As you can imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls. Mi-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men. Oh my god. I think Reina is popular too. Cute and all. There was, of course, as long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. I'm popular with some people? Really? Really? With some people. I avoided giving her a straight answer. Roughly tousling her here. The stall keepers came all the way from town. Not really a festival without them after all. So we are going to mess with them now? I don't care what kind of match it is, I'm going to win it. Oh yes, I'll try too. Hey! You're all very late. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san. Oh, my bad. So where's this lady I've kept waiting? What? You just say? Alright, Satoko was in top form as well. And she was all excited about being able to everybody in the club together for the first time in a while. Rika-chan, cute! They let out an elated sigh. Seemed that the real lady had made her appearance. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Evening to Keiichi as well. Whoa! Looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. Cute. Gonna take you home. Rika-chan was wearing a shrine maiden outfit. Yup. Rena's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure look like the real deal. Is that a shrine maiden outfit? My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. Oh boy, authentic, huh? Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing it. I see Rika-chan was the executive committee because she performed all the shrine maiden rituals for the festival. I'm kinda not surprised she does. My only work is during the finale of the festival, so I can still play for a while. But we cannot afford to waste time. Let's begin. All right. It felt good to wander around the festival, just the 5 of us. Neon called everyone over to the stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition. I'll be right back. 1 second. takoyaki eating race. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready, go! Standard inventor styles, the takoyaki stand. Oh god. I had Tuesday last week, I had my first ever takoyaki and it was so good. Probably it's better when you have it like in Japan or whatever, but the one that I had was, I would say, was fucking fantastic. I mean, I don't have a baseline. I had my first ever, but I liked what I ate. What was especially standard for these kinds of events was the fact that they were simply balls of dough takoyaki in name only. It burns! Are you okay? Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water! My eating those scalding takoyaki whole is suicide. I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have been left there for a while. They don't really taste good. The stall next to it was a shaved ice stand. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. The shaved ice eating race. Ready, go! Shaved ice eating race? I can't. As long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then it's so cold. Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It melts quickly when it's mixed up. Those stooges were too late. The moment they chose to tackle it head on was their downfall. Phew. Finished. Keiichi is done? That was too fast. It could be Keiichi-kun. You didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you, did you? That can't taste very good. Next was another old favorite, cotton candy stand. Why don't we do this one next? Of course, it's a speed eating contest. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? How? On Satoko's mark, me and Satoko and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. The time it took to stick the whole thing in your mouth, 3 seconds. Okie dokie, I must be going here, but I enjoyed the stream. See you on the app. Take care. Bye bye, King Alpha. Thank you for being here. I expected Satoko to figure it out, but I didn't think Keiichi would. I can't have you treating me like I'm a newbie forever, can I? It won't taste very good. Rika-chan had also crushed hers between her hands and stuck it in her mouth. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. I think only Reina's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten. But it felt like we'd ended up doing stuff like eat noodles through the nose contest or human water pump at the goldfish scoop at the rate things were going. Eat noodles through the nose, that sounds kind of gross though. This old man will probably still win too. I'm simply no match for Mion-san. It comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? You're telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii top yakisoba eating contest? Shake, shake. Both Satoko and I shook our head in unison. It'd be fun to go to a summer Matsuri eat to a summer Matsuri and eat takoyaki and candy apples. You know what? We should do that together at one point, Ivano. Just like, I don't know. Maybe we can meet up in Japan and just go together somewhere and have fun. Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we? Reina's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we play a different kind of game. Blue Hawaii yakisoba. Be so much fun. Also seemed like neither Reina nor Rika-chan were any good at speed eating or gorging themselves. Okay, Reina, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then, I'm going to be the judge. Good things on the festival ground. You have 1 minute. Fine by me. I know exactly what Reina's like. Alright. I think I can win with that. Ready, go! Oh. Why aren't Keiichi-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not? Neon and Satoko dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed where we were. Could it be you've already found it? The cute thing? We've already found it. Keiichi too? Yeah. Rika-chan! What is it? What is it? I can't wait. Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mion and Satoko returned. It's Rika-chan. This is probably the first time we've gone head to head like this. It will be the first. Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh? I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule. Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on. Both Mion and Satoko came back, each with their own plan of attack stuffed in their arm. Okay then, let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Mi-chan. Too bad, you guys, I'm ending this now. This old man brought this. Where did she get those? They're old tin diamond-shaped signs. Lap curry, snake coil, incense, and Oronami? How about this? That's very understated. A little too understated, Mion. I used to see those stuck up on the barbed wire fence. They were nostalgic. They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of that is cute? But there were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Reina's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it. I shall be up next. It is this! It was a hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society's roasted corn stall. It was really a bad sketch done by a housewife. And an anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer. That was the sound of blood jetting out of Rina's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Mion's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your artistic sense is a little avant-garde by about 5 eons. Those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn. It couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking. And I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, isn't it? What can you even do without anything? Did you and Satoko both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply... After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Rena. Seeing that, Mion and Satoko gasped. Oh no. Too late. Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling. Rina hurried over to her. Rika-chan, are you alright? Alright? Rika-chan had lumped on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was the vital part. The palms of her hands were covered in her sleeves. She made just a single sound. Oh, cute! Going to take you home. I'd completely forgot that the play that I personally had to use. Rina's face went completely red, her head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek against her. I'd expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Lolly, Shrine Maiden, brink of crying Mew. It was perfect. A simple trip transcended into pure moe. Now this is what you call art. Kei-chan has a pretty weird definition of art. I'll just pretend the sharp sting of those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Reina, who was in full cute mode. Now, Kei-chan, can you beat me? That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must be my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes. Kei-chan seems to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her. I also wish to observe the plan Keiichi-chan will make. Could it be? Is Keiichi also going to give her a performance? Keiichi-chan is probably gonna fucking end it all here. I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Rina, who gave no sign of canceling out of cute mode, away from Rika-chan. Hi, oh cute thing. Let's go. I'll show you something even cuter, so hold on for now. Huh? Oh, something even cuter. But it's a bit too crowded here. Let's go back there. Is he going to pull his pants down? I cannot fathom what Keiichi... I cannot fathom what Keiichi could possibly be planning. This is Kei-chan after all. No, it couldn't be. Keep on fighting, yeah. Oh my. After a bit, I returned. And a bit after that, so did Reina, dragging her feet. There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Reina. Mion and Satoko passed by me, heading straight to Reina. What exactly did he do to you? For a moment, Reina was too dazed to realize someone was talking to her. Gasp. Hayo, it's me-chan, Hayo. Reina, are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything? No, he didn't do anything strange to me, Hayo. This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you? It was so cute, Hayo. Cute? Did he show you, Reina? You let out a long Hayo. Her eyes sparkled as she spoke. It's so cute. It was Keiichi-kun's furry. Oh. Womp womp. In the blink of an eye, Mion and Satoko's elbow smashed into my face. Huh? Ayo, what was that? Showing Reina something dirty? You sick pervert! I shall have you beaten to oblivion. Wait, you've got it all wrong. A dark, billowing aura flowed from Mion and Satoko. He fucking did. It was no good. They're gonna kill me. Mi-chan, I'm not sure what's going on, but you've got it all wrong. You see, Keiichi-kun had... It's a furry seal keychain. Mika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out the keychain. Huh? He said he made it long. He made it for one of his summer school assignments. That he doesn't show it to others often because it's embarrassing. Yeah. So small and cute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful. Oh. This old man thought you meant it was Keiichi's cute little fur seal. I'd expected no less from Mion-san. To misconstrue a thing in the wildest way. They slung insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear into each other at any second. I beg of you, I'm in the clear. Would you mind getting off of me? We were interrupted by the flash of a camera. That pervert again. He's taking the. Hey guys, you all seem energetic as usual. It was Tomitake-san. Now lake crumbled on the ground. Mion and Satoko continued to pick up above me. Rika-chan was patting me on the head and Rina was still in cute mode. Was probably quite a lively scene. It's a fine evening indeed. Though it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. That's right. At least you don't really need Satoko's permission. Arrgh! Satoko dug her heels into me. Good evening. You're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to take lots of photos? Thanks to you, I got plenty of good shots. Tonight's the last night we can see old Tomitake-sama, isn't it? Such a shame. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon. Just rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad. Won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Are you sure about that? Okay. One last little break. I'll be right back. I'll just leave it on. Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. You'll be back in Tokyo tomorrow after all. Oh yeah, back to Tokyo we go. Back to Tokyo we go. That's true. It will be another 6 months until I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Tomitake-san looked up at the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why don't you move here, Tomitake-san? In Hinamizawa. Tomitake-san was speechless. Not very convenient here. No shops or recreational spots. There might not be anything really here, but you know. Everyone knew what I was trying to say. Tomitake-san was also aware. So Rina, Mion, Satoko, and Rika-chan, none of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally, I am really a talkative guy, but in this situation, I'm at a loss for words. Even though it all was happening in such a boisterous setting. It felt like all the background noise was fading into the background. This place is probably... Tomitake-san rested his hand on me gently, silencing me. Thank you, Keiichi-kun, Mion-chan, and Rena-chan, Satoko-chan, and Rika-chan. Mitake-san smiled. Tomitake-san's smile was so slight, it looked as if it was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm. I also think it would be great if I could live here. Those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Reina. Keiichi-kun, you shouldn't pick on adults. It's not nice. The background clamor of the festival returned. We won't be seeing him for a while after all. We need to make sure Tomitake-san also enjoys tonight. When Rena smiled, the mood instantly got brighter. That's true. I think I'll do just that. Hey, Michan. How about it? Can we let Tomitake-san in on our club activities? That's a great idea. So I thought, but Neon had snobbish look on her face. One of the requirements for membership is residence in Hinamisawa, you see. Jesus Christ, Neon. Don't be that. Actually, you kids shouldn't hang around with that guy anyway. Well, he does come around around often every year. I'll make him honorary citizen. Oh, yay! Now then, wonder if this aged fellow well past his prime will be a match for me. Oh, yeah. Let's have him show us the wisdom of a mature adult. You can't keep up with us, young'uns. Tomitake-san stepped back slightly at our audacity. I, Mion Sonosaki, club president, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitake's entry into our club. Her words were quickly drowned out by our cheers. What do you mean by club? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society and perform various activities with various rules, sometimes they are in your favor. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer to not single me out and try to get along. If you wish to mark our childish game, then this will be the perfect opportunity. We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs on your butt. So it's club where you play games together. But Rika-chan was the only one to give an answer that made sense. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on the challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Mitake-san got riled up and did a victory pose, like he was 10 years younger. Perfect. We continued walking through the festival with Mion in the front. Now we looked like a family of 6. I had to intensity. It had some intensity to it. Same rules as always. The loser will, of course, be subject to a penalty. Tomitaki was a bit surprised, but to us it was just the same as always. Regardless of how terrible the penalty was. Oh yeah, terrible penalties. Very terrible. Just don't lose. Reina was also brimming with determination. She didn't have any intention of losing. That's true. I tousled Rena's hair to lighten the mood. She giggled. I see. This is what it means to feel like a kid again. Tomitaki-san whispered that to nobody in particular. At that moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realized it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival. You are here. Little Miss Sonosaki seems to brought quite the crowd. We came to eradicate your entire stall. His stall was a shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prize you wanted with a cork gun. The rules are simple. 3 shots. The winner is whoever gets the biggest prize. Everybody shouted their agreement. There was no need to consider how to win, since the condition for victory was simply sized. The biggest prize at the stall, it went without question. It was that one, wasn't it? Wow, that teddy bear, cute! Rena was gazing longingly at the large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform, so it was possible to get it if you hit the right spot. It's magnificently set up to make someone think that. Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through the scam instantly. The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll. The intent analysis had begun. In this club, you'll get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what you play. What you plan, you can come up with before the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. There was... Was this much of a following for our club's infamous event? Knocking down the band shows a win. Only 3 shots. To us, them all just trying. It'd be rough. Hey, I have other customers waiting, you know. Who's first? The first one has the advantage being able to aim for the easier prizes. But it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's quirk. Tomitaki's take on the situation was pretty good. He gets on our clubs. What our club's about. Well then, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it? That's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors. Making rock, paper, scissors decide who starts the shooting. A couple of matches, it ended up with me being the first. I didn't want to end up first. Ah, well, I'll just think of it as a handicap. Graham's gun, here you go. When the shooting range guy handed her the rifle, Neon looked it over intently. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either. Okay, this guy is brand new, isn't it? No faults, not bad. Neon raised the gun in one swift motion. It was completely different from her careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip. Fire, reload. Fire, reload. Fire, reload. Flop. Flop, flop. 3 candy boxes fell one after the other. A big haul. The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers. Whoa! Awesome. That was quite good. Tomitaki-san was at a loss for words after seeing such a shooting prowess. Amazing, Mii-chan. 3-3. Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of targets wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone after were fairly large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with high return on investment. Who's up next? Satoko? Careful, the bullets are light. Next was Satoko. The rifle looked a bit big for her lithe body, but it didn't seem like she had any problems with the weight. Of course I shall aim for the grand prize. She proclaimed that she was going after the teddy bear. Damn, Satoko, such a bold move. The moment she knocks it over, she's guaranteed to be the first prize. Good luck, Satoko-chan. Satoko was quite the opposite of me, and she aimed at the target quite carefully and squeezed the trigger. These bullets are too light. First 2 bullets struck the bear in the torso, but it only shifted a bit. Need to aim higher towards the head, or it won't work. Satoko's 3rd bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at a candy box below his arm. I hate to say it, but it appears the bear is just too much for me. She went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over to less impressive prey, at the last second, the crowd only gave a strained laugh. Were they laughing because she lacked the courage? These fools know nothing. A fine attempt, Satoko, you've got better. The palm of Mion's outstretched hand went poof as it tapped down lightly on Satoko. She appeared to be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn, Satoko. Just to avoid being in last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target. Without shame or honor, magnificent. I'll allow you to take the bear in, son. I pray for your victory. Okay, thanks so much, Satoko-chan. I hope bears are so cute. Rena was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of a barn as a regular Rena, but she said that bear was cute. I wonder how Rena-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least one. Underestimate Rena Tomitaki-san. Trainer, you know. Trainer Ryugu, you know. If it was to get that teddy bear. Wow! Tomitaki-san wheeled around to see what all the commotion spectators were making about. If it was to get that bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pinhole. The unknown, the one known as Reina Ryugu, could do it. It's shaking, how cute. Reina couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now Reina couldn't lose. Not bad, Reina-san. The less collected you become, the stronger you get. Whoa! Another big cheer. Rena's bullets hit the bear's forehead again. Not enough, the bear seemed to wobble more than before. But might not be possible. You never know. Reina-chan's skill it might be. While Tomitaki-san was just as excited as the crowd, Rika-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. Rima had 10 more shots, then she could surely knock it over. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no go. Ah! The crowd let out a dejected groan. She had shot it right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt. Hayo, Bear-san, take him home, Hayo. She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. Then at that moment, the old man flicked one of the candy boxes with his fingers and handed it to Reina. It's for you, little lady. Huh? You're giving this to me, Hayo? The gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display. There was another shower of applause. Reina turned bright red and I pulled her back over to use first by hand. Did a good job. The cute mode really surprised me. Hayo, I really wanted Mr. Bear. It was easy to see that it only needed a little more to be knocked over. Reina had done quite a lot for me. Still needed to pay her back for the delicious picnic. Alright then, I'll get it and give it to you. What? Tomitake-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth. Okay. Please, Tomitake-san. Good luck. Damn you, old man, Tomitake, stealing the good parts for yourself. A small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head just before I was overcome with frustration. You keep on fighting too, Keiichi, okay? Tomitake-san carefully studied the bear, setting his sights. He shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Yes, no doubt, Tomitake-san is aiming for... Whop. 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 The time between the shots was short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking, so Tomitake was relying on rapid fire to win the battle. It was visibly wobbling much more than it had ever before. But that was all. It still didn't fall over. Hayo, too bad. All of Reina's momentary expectations from watching it sway violently turned into a dejected sigh. I really thought it would work. Oh ho ho ho! It seems like since you're a man, you will not receive any candy. That was it. Meant Tomitake-san had no spoils of war. So both Kei-chan and Rika-chan can just shoot down a small easy prize and avoid being dead last. Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. Your turn, your turn's next, Keiichi-kun. Best of luck. It was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle from Tomitake-san. If I took the ruthless route, as Mion had suggested, then I'd go for a small target. Except, when I picked up the rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was burning passion. Passed down by Tomitake-san. The regret of not being man enough to fell the bear that Reina wanted. Yes, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. It wouldn't be a miserable little pile of secrets. After all, that was my promise to Reina. Huh? What promise? What? Shoot down the bear. Then give it to Reina. That one. You mean Hayo? crowd went wild. They saw our conversation. Woo! Cool, Oni-chan! You got balls, man! That's not it. Fine. That's not it. Fine man of the crowd. If I didn't do this, then Rina might mock the old man running the stall on his way home. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings? Keiichi-san surely talks the talk, but how do you actually intend to bring down the bear? Reina and Tomitake-san's shots did make it tilt a bit. Reina and Tomitake-san's shot did make it tilt a bit, but I think finishing the job will be difficult. Keiichi-kun. If only there was some way to shoot faster, I'd be able to pile more power on and sway it from each hit. Good luck, Keiichi-kun. After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over to the guy, 2 more rifles, huh? The crowd murmured amongst themselves. I wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can't handle 3 rifles at once. No, but it's faster than reloading. We know that since Call of Duty, right? Switch to your pistol, it's faster than reloading. Oh my god. I'm terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible with those jokes. I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan. Ian was able to figure it out magnificently. Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading the shots. That's right. Then by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other, Tomitake-san went silent, peering at me and the bear through his lens. His photographer's blood predicted a miracle will occur. And then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, Keiichi. Rapid fire is the key. If I miss all is for naught. Phew! After letting out a deep breath, I paused, relaxed. Now! That moment, it felt like time itself had stopped. I felt like I could see the trajectory of the bullets. Hit it and knock it down. The first shot hit the bear on its head. The second, the third, the base swayed hard, and then woohoo, yeah! The cheers began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. You actually knocked it over. You got me. Amazing. Congratulations, Keiichi-kun. Keiichi-san has finally learned how to use his head. I see you're slightly better now. I didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it, and those small bits together brought it down. He got the bear. All right, everyone. I'm gonna take a break for now. I see you all later on the app. Until then, take care of yourselves. And I see you all soon. Bye-bye.